Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alrighty, shortest day of the week so far. Pretty funny. Yeah, so I knocked out. This is the first time I think in like a week and a half I've had less than 6 jobs, which was funny because 2 weeks ago the most jobs I ever did in one day was 5. So I want to talk about this. It's kind of a funny story that happened yesterday. I'm feeling it today though. I mean, I was so tired today. I got a snow removal job. It was a big job. And I told the client, he said he wants it done before his parents get back because I guess they're on vacation. Oh wait, my girlfriend's got to pull in. So better back this up. Better back this up real quick so she can park her car. So I had a client this morning and I said, I knew it was a big job and I was like, okay, I'll be there at 6 a.m., right? Oh, sorry. Got caught here. There we go. And he's like, that works perfectly, thank you. So I let Waffle out around, is that as far back as the seat goes? Damn. I let Waffle out around 5. And I was so goddamn tired. I literally like laid back in bed. I was like, I'll just sleep for another 20 minutes, right? I got time. And I could not get up. Like my original intention today was to do rideshare from like 4 to 5:30, then knock out the snow removal job. I did not get up until 7:30. I was so goddamn tired. So that job took 2 hours plus. But I mean, this was funny because so I got a little creative on Monday. The big job I did on Sunday that secured my 3K week. So the guy was a property owner and pretty much all the jobs were, he wanted me to break up all the snow and ice so that Waste Management could take out his trash bins because they were just sitting there piled up. So I did two of the buildings. I did one Sunday, a big one. I came back first thing in the morning on Tuesday, knocked out the other one, and then he's like, so it's 3 different addresses, and he was like, what are we gonna do about the third one? And I originally said, I was like, because they're behind restaurants. So I told him, I was like, if you can somehow find a way to get the staff over there to bring me a couple pots of boiling water that might break up the density of the ice and I can like scrape it or shovel it or whatever. He's like, okay, that works. So I got back home and I was like, wait a minute, I got a sledgehammer, right? Maybe the sledgehammer could break up the ice because there's a lot of ice. So I had a lot of ice built up around my place. So I grabbed the sledgehammer and I took a couple swings at the ice and I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I got some pretty thick patches of ice around my place. And after swinging the sledgehammer at it, it broke up. So he's like, okay, so do you want to try that again? I'm like, yeah. So I went back there, beat the fuck out of the ice and everything, and it worked. Cleared up, and it didn't take that much time. Oh, the girlfriend's pulling up. So I did that, and then I got hired for a bunch of jobs yesterday. One was a returning client. I think I've done like 9 for this one client, and it was set for 9:30 a.m. I got there at like 9:40, and it was a patch of ice that was, I mean, I got pictures of it too. So, and I got pictures, yeah, I did, yeah. So the one I did on Monday with the sledgehammer, 1 or 2 swings was enough to break through, you know, what appeared to be 2.5, 3 inches of ice, right? Broke it up and I could shovel it away. The one yesterday morning, I cleared up a path as much as I could, and then this one solid chunk of ice that was about 1.5 inches thick, I would say, I was there swinging the sledgehammer for an hour and a half. Could not make a dent in this ice. Literally, and I have pictures to prove it. And like I would full force, You know, I'm 240 pounds with this big heavy sledgehammer swinging at this fucking ice, and nothing was happening. Nothing. It would leave little marks. And I remember I called the client. I'm like, I don't know what's going on back here. I'm like, the only thing that seems to be working right now is swinging at this chunk of ice, this patch of ice, laying salt over it, and then it kind of melts a little bit, not all the way. And even the layer of ice underneath the layer that melted with the salt would still not break. So I've interacted a lot at that location with one of the like the managers that works there, and she comes out there and she's like, the boss called me and she says you're having trouble back here. And I'm like, yeah, here, watch this. And I was like, stand back. So she gets behind the door and I grab my sledgehammer and full force, just fucking like as much as I can, like with all the momentum and strength that I have, come down and smack this piece of ice. And same thing, it just left this tiny little mark. And I'm like, I told her, I'm like, I'm completely stumped right now. I don't understand how this isn't working. And the best example I can give from popular culture, girlfriend's always bothering me when I'm making videos. I'm making a video. Bye. She's right there, she sees me. Goofy. All right. The best example from popular culture that I can give about this job and how impossible it seemed. Do you guys remember Ghostbusters 2? Right? Towards the end when the museum has that like that pink the slime comes up and like secures the museum. And they show up and they shoot at it and nothing happens. That's literally how I felt when I was trying to break up this ice with a hammer. And it did nothing. It achieved nothing. And I'm like, how did I break up 3 inches of ice the day before? And I can't even make a dent in this patch of ice. And I'm like, and when I say I was working, I mean, I was literally swinging a hammer at this block of ice for an hour and a half. It didn't do anything. I slipped and fell at one point. I fucking landed right on my left arm, so that was fucked up. So that one job might have been why I was so tired this morning, maybe. But like, I could not. Like I said, I usually, even if I'm super tired and I have a job lined up, I will show up and do the job. Yesterday, or this morning, I just could not wake up. Absolutely spent. Could not do anything. And then yeah, got that job done. So yeah, I've been getting booked steadily, pretty well. Bunch of cars buried. You know, people that ignored picking up their snow for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So still those jobs are coming in. But yeah, now everything just not really complaining. I'm glad to be staying busy, but that job yesterday was a motherfucker. Yeah. And I was like, I'm a prideful person. I like if I get hired and paid to do a job, I want to see it done to completion. But this was something I'm like, literally, I'm like, a jackhammer. What a jackhammer work? I don't have one of those. I'm just trying to think like what I could have done. Shovel, scraping tool, sledgehammer, nothing worked. Nothing. Couldn't believe it. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stealthy, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time.